What's going on, guys? It is the middleman here, and today I have another, I guess you could say, comparison video, another lesson. Today I'll be talking about the fantasy world versus reality. That's something that's really different. Reality is something that most people don't like. I don't like it because you can't make something happen. Reality goes as it wants to go. It's weird how everything goes, and sometimes it's confusing and you don't know what to do. And sometimes you can't change what you want to do. So like that's reality, but in the fantasy world, I think that's my favorite place to go. Because in the fantasy world, you can make anything happen, you can do anything you want, you can make anything possible, and basically you can change your whole life in the fantasy world. There's easy ways to get to the dream world, the fantasy world, and back to reality. The first way is to dream. If you can dream, if you know how to dream, then basically you enter your own fantasy world. If you know how to daydream or take a quick nap and just dream, get to your happy place. If you can get to your happy place, then that's the fantasy world. And it's fantasy, as you can tell by the name, because it's fake. Because it's not real. It's not reality. That's why it's the fantasy world. And the best way to get back to reality is to wake up. That's really all you have to do. Sometimes it sucks to be in reality, but you gotta get through it. And the best way that I think you can get through it is to dream. Dreaming is the best way to enter the fantasy world. And in the fantasy world, you can literally imagine and bring up anything. You can change any matters. You can change any situation, and that's the best part about the dream world. Because if you were to change one thing, it will have a ripple effect and change everything, and that's what's best about the fantasy world. Reality, sometimes it's good to go through reality. Sometimes you feel like you want to leave reality, and that's not uncommon. It's actually really common in the world we live in now. With everything going on with racism and segregation and all this and war and all this crazy stuff, comes to a time when you want to just escape this world and go to a fantasy world, and I understand completely. So, basically this is just a video to share what I feel about this situation. I prefer to be in the fantasy world. I dream a lot. That's also why people do art and creative stuff, is to share what they see in the fantasy world, and that's the beauty of their fantasy world. Most are different from others. You predict your future how you want it, but your future that you predict is also in the fantasy world. But it's up to you to try and link the fantasy with the reality and make whatever you can out of what we live in. That's the message I got. This is the middleman. Please subscribe, like, and please comment down in the comment section what you would like me to talk about next, because I will talk about whatever you guys want me to talk about.